Alright, YouTube. This is kind of my rant. I'm a little angry. So I still have those scooters and junk. All this scooter head pocket, or the chopper style thing. I've got the chrome scooter downstairs inside. I was going to start working on it. I don't know. I'm just kind of angry right now. So he calls me up this morning. He's like, "So, you got that thing done?" He called me yesterday and asked me if I had it done. I said, "No, I'm not even close." So he calls me today and asked me if I have it done. He's getting way too impatient with me. And I've already put a few of my parts from my stuff, from working stuff of mine, into some of his projects. And I was okay with one or two little things. I put some fuel line and a filter box off of one of my weed eaters, and I was okay with that. I was okay because from what I was getting out of the deal. So I was a little hesitant, but I was okay with that. And then on this chrome scooter he's wanting me to work on now, which I've pretty much got it finished. It needs a back sprocket. The sprocket that's on it won't match the sprocket on the engine. And the only sprocket that I have is on my electric scooter, which still works. Just need batteries for it. I've got a place I can buy batteries for cheap, and the only one that will fit it is this one. And I called him up and I said, I only have one, and it's on something of mine that I use currently, which I don't use it currently, but I used to use it all the time. I used to ride this thing around until the batteries would die and plug it back in, charge it back up, and go riding again. It's a good scooter. And don't bang or don't bash electric scooters. This one was great. It's a 36 volt death trap. You'd pull the throttle on that and this thing moves, and it's a high speed situation type thing too. So I told him the only one I have is that one on this scooter, and he's like, "Okay, you want to put that on my scooter?" I said, "I don't know, I'd rather order one off of eBay for you." And he's like, "I just don't have the money. I don't have money to just go out and spend, so put the one from your electric scooter onto my motorized scooter." I'm like, "Well, I'm not gonna just do it because you tell me to." He's like, "Well, I need that scooter because I'm gonna give it to my brother for Christmas," or something like that, some odd stupid thing. And so that's just kind of where that ended, and haven't talked to him since early this morning. I'm gonna call him up and tell him no. I'm just gonna tell him a fib. I don't fib, and never fib to my customers. I'm a trustworthy person. But I'm just going to tell him that won't fit, it won't work, and then let him sweat it out. That's just too far for me to take something off of something big and put it on something of his because that's the way he wants it. And that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but screw you. So yeah, this is my rant. So what else was really bugging me? Oh yeah. So the first scooter I fixed of his, he got back, and pretty much this kid is he's ignorant, and he doesn't care about things or people. So he gets the scooter, and he's pretty happy with it. He's happy it's running. Before it was running like crap, and it didn't run after he rode it around for a while. So I fixed it up, got it going pretty good. It's pretty fast. It's pretty good top speed. So I fixed that up and got it back to him, and he was happy with it. And he called me later that day, not even maybe 3 hours later after he got it back, and I answered the phone. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Not good." I'm like, "What do you mean not good?" He's like, the scooter just broke." I'm like, "Well, how'd the scooter break? What'd you do to it?" He's like, "I didn't do anything to it. The front end of it snapped off." I'm like, "What do you mean the front end of it snapped off?" And he's like, "Well, the front end snapped off because I was riding it around." I'm like, Well, it doesn't just snap off because you're riding it around. It snaps off because you're abusing it. He's like, you're accusing me of abusing it. And I'm like, no. It broke off, like right here. It broke off that one side. So obviously he was doing something hard on it. So I'm like, well, what do you want me to do about it? I can weld it up if you want me to. And he's like, yeah, I want you to weld it up. And I'm like, okay, bring it over, I'll weld it up. So I wait for probably about a week, and I finally call him up, and I'm like, hey, do you want me to weld that up? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? It's like, I just don't know if I want it welded up. I'm like, okay, guess I'll talk to you later. He's like, okay, bye. And so let's see. Keep having brain farts here. So I was online on this local website of ours. Not mine and his, just the state that I live in. There's the last state I lived in had a local website too. It's just a place where you can post things to sell. And so I was on there looking at gas scooters because I'm kind of addicted to them right now for some reason. I was kind of searching around, looking around, and guess what I find? I find the scooter he broke. And to some people that would be just fine. To me, it's a slap in the face. It's like, hey, thanks for fixing this up. He hasn't paid me for it yet. And here he's turning around and selling it before he's even paid me for it. Ugh. Well, he has given me that lawnmower, and the scooter, which was a $50, whatchamacallit, an IOU. Well, not an IOU, that was his payment. So I guess he has paid for it. But, so he takes it home, plays with it for 3 hours, breaks the front end off, and sells it. It's still online. He still has it. I know he does. And so he's now selling that. I really just think this kid's ignorant. I don't know. He's just really rubbing me the wrong way. And on his ad, it actually says, just had a new carb put on, new fuel line and everything, tuned up, runs great, front end broke off, I'm not going to fix it, don't care. That's what it says on the ad. I don't know, YouTube. He just really rubs me the wrong way. I really don't want to work on any of his stuff anymore. I really want to just say, come and pick up all your stuff. I don't care anymore. Because, I don't know. It's just... Tell me what you YouTubers think. Tell me if I'm just overreacting, or if I have justice with the way I feel against him. Because it's just really rubbing me the wrong way. He also... So, the chrome scooter downstairs... he wants running, and all it needs is that rear sprocket, and it's good to go. Has no brakes. That's the part where I'm afraid to give it to him, because I don't want to be liable for him getting hurt on it. If he I don't know, it's really rubbing me the wrong way. And he also wants this fixed. This has brakes front and back, they're all there. The tire's there for the back. The tire's there for the front. The engine won't run. The carburetor has a good carb kit in it. Everything's nice and soft and malleable. Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm getting cold and frustrated. So that's all soft and malleable. It works great. There's the starter recoil's pretty much gone on it. The starter that's on it works. Actually has a little electric starter that turns this engine over. And it just doesn't start off of the carburetor. You can get it to start with some starting fluid or whatever in the carburetor. But other than that, it doesn't run. And then, on top of that, he needs this ratcheting piece for this middle piece. And to find one with that same threads is almost impossible. You can't find them. The only other place I've seen it is on my other electric scooter. And no, I'm not going to junk 2 scooters to make something of his two of his things work. That's just not going to happen. As you can tell, I'm just really peeved off here. I'm just really frustrated. As you can see, the miniature go-kart is gone. That guy picked that up today. Still doesn't start like it should. oh well. That thing drinks oil like it was candy. But that's pretty much where I'm standing with this. This is 10 minutes into this video of me just being mad, yelling. Not yelling. Honestly, I don't ever really get super mad. I'm just really, really mad this time. Well, I guess that's super mad. Whatever. I don't know, YouTube. Tell me what you guys think. I'm going to go inside and upload this so you guys can give me your guys' opinions. Please leave a comment in the bottom. Whether or not you like to comment or not, just do it. Just leave me a comment. Tell me if this guy's being fair and what I should do about it. The kid doesn't have very much money. He's already told me a few times that he can't pay for this and that, and that's why he's given me the blue scooter, the engine for it, and the blue lawnmower. That's why he's given me those, is because he has no money to pay me. And he kind of seems like a thief to me. He's got 4 Xbox 360s, and he's selling 2 of them. Like, who in the heck would have enough money for 3 Xbox 360s? And, I don't know. The thing is, though, is I know he purchased these scooters. All of the stuff I got, I know he got these fair in a like the blue lawnmower was from his grandpa next door. He seized it up, so on and so forth. The scooters, I know he got them from a guy because the ad was still online when I went looking. So I know he got those in a fair trade. But, I don't know. I just don't know. He just seems like one of those kids that would steal. Other than those things that I have here. If I know I'm working on something or have something that has been stolen, I will refuse to work on it, and I will, yeah. I can't talk anymore. I'm too frustrated. Okay, talk to you later, YouTube. Tell me what you think. Bye. And thanks a bunch.